Okay, this is the character setup tutorial. It's going to continue where the last one left off. So where we left off is we had a scene with a default character that moves around. So we're going to bring in Ethan from the standard assets, and we're going to apply him to the Moba movement. So I've loaded up Ethan already, and in order to do that, you can just go to your assets, import package, and load in characters. And if you don't have that already with your install, you can go to the asset store and download the standard assets and do this. So from there, I'm going to extract the Ethan character from the third-person controller. So from here, we can go to the prefabs and drag the third-person controller out into the view. And we're going to take and rename this to Ethan because just to make it a little easier. So a little easier to understand when we're looking at the hierarchy. So from there, he's got a bunch of stuff on it we don't need. We just need the animator. We don't need any of the anything else. So first I'm going to delete this user input control and then the third person control. They have some dependencies, so if you try to like just start removing them, it'll tell you that this is dependent on this and all that. So going that order seems to work. So from there, we're going to take and just parent this Ethan to the default Moba player, and then you can rename that to Ethan Moba player, like that. And make sure the tag is set to player, and then take the root here and drag Ethan onto the Moba animate. Because he's got an animator, this is going to tie the Moba system's animator script to the animator on the Ethan model. And from that point, we can delete the proxy character inside here, and then make sure that we reset its transform so he's actually on the same transform as the Moba player. Now, one last step you need to do is inside Ethan's animator, you want to turn off apply root motion, because that's going to cause it to root motion applies animation or movement from the animation to the character. We're not using that kind of system, so you can just turn it off. So from here, you should have an animating, moving Ethan. If I hit play and it actually runs, yeah. So there it goes. Now you can also change this little movement icon thing here. That's it's a sphere right now. There is an asset. If you go to the Moba Movement Manager, this is this move to effect prefab. We can select that to find out where it is, and there is a move arrow right next to it. So we plop that in there. We should have the little particle effect that kind of represents the moving to position. That's all there really is. Now, Ethan is a Mechanim character with a humanoid, so you can take and replace him with other characters and use his animation set, and it'll work just fine. You can also create your own controller as long as you create a forward motion controller that controls his animation. And that's all there is to creating a character with Moba movement.